Angela.
I'm Leah.
And we out here.
Hey y'all. So we went to the Ephesus Archaeological Museum in Turkey during a port excursion on our Norwegian Viva cruise. Norwegian Viva cruise. So in my opinion, the museum is pretty underrated and most tourists skip past it to go to the ruins, which are not too far away from the museum, which makes sense, right? That's really exciting to see. However, while we've been on this cruise, we've seen so many ruins on this trip. So we wanted to kind of diversify our experiences, and so we decided to visit the museum. Now, you can do both. If you decide to visit both the museum and the ruins, we suggest that you visit the museum first to give some context to the ruins. So everything in the Ephesus Archaeological Museum was excavated directly from the ancient city of Ephesus, one of the largest and best preserved Roman cities in the world. Now, the museum is fairly small, so you should only expect to spend about an hour or two here. But the good thing is that compared to other sites that we visited, the museum was not really crowded, so we really got to take our time and enjoy the exhibits. We did not feel rushed at all. Before I continue, make sure y'all like this video, comment down below, let us know if you've been to Ephesus before or if you plan on going in the future. Also, subscribe to our channel to stay up to date on everything travel. We post videos every Friday and shorts 3 times a week. So when you subscribe to our channel, you will get consistent content from us. So like, comment, and subscribe. Now, as I'm speaking, you will see some of the exhibits and some of the statues and some of the exciting artifacts that are offered in the museum. My wording might not go exactly with the what you see on the screen, but that's okay. All right. Now, the museum highlights the intersection of Greek, Roman, and early Christian culture, and Ephesus played a major role in several religions, which included the worship of Artemis, Roman imperial cults, and early Christianity. Now, there are also connections to the House of the Virgin Mary and the Council of Ephesus. And we did go see at the House of the Virgin Mary, and there is a video on our channel about that as well if you want to know more information about that or what to expect when you go visit there. That site is also pretty small. So honestly, you could do the museum, the ruins, and the Virgin Mary all in one day. Okay. So there are just so many exhibits and artifacts, but there were a few that really stuck out to us, which were the Artemis statues, the Eros room, the gladiator grave stele, the slope house finds, and then these little coins and things that you see on the screen now, these little everyday objects, the jewelry and things like that really stuck out to us. So now the Artemis statues, these are the most iconic pieces. Okay, they're usually very large. They're multi-breasted or multi-egg, which is debated by scholars, but you'll see like all of these either breasts or eggs on the statue. And it is the goddess of Artemis, the patron deity of Ephesus. And the design of all these eggs or breasts, they symbolize fertility, nature, and protection. And the Temple of Artemis was one of the 7 wonders of the ancient worlds, okay? So you'll get a little bit of all of that when you visit this museum. So the Eros room, this was a collection of small, intricate marble sculptures of Eros or Cupid, showing the Roman taste for decoration. This next part, you get to head right outside to see more exhibits. The gladiator grave stele are some of the best preserved gladiator tombstones found anywhere in the world, and they were discovered in a gladiatorial graveyard near Ephesus. Now, there are also the slope house finds. So these are like exquisite frescoes, mosaics, and household objects from the wealthy or the terrace houses of Ephesus, which gives everyone a little window into the elite Roman domestic life. There were also these sections with coins, jewelry, and everyday objects such as cosmetics, kitchen tools, pottery, and household decorations, which were great for illustrating how ordinary people live. So we saw about the royalty, we saw the gladiators. These objects reminded us that Ephesus wasn't just like a grand Roman city with people with status, but it was also home to thousands of ordinary, regular people. So that was pretty cool. And then you got to see how the coins, like how it changed over the years, right? And these were things that were exchanged for goods and other things like that, which was pretty cool. Now, this museum is important because it houses statues and artifacts that have been excavated since the late 1800s. And archaeologists continue discovering new items today. So the museum is always updated. Maybe there's some items in there now that we haven't even been able to include in this video. Who knows? So the museum will help visitors visualize what the ancient city once looked like, especially the temples and inside the homes, right? All of these different artifacts, just beautiful. But in sum, the museum transforms Ephesus from a pile of beautiful stones into a living city. So you get to see the faces, the gods, the household items, and the people who once called Ephesus home, y'all. So we hope this video was helpful. Let us know in the comments what you think. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel to stay up to date on everything travel, and watch our other videos from our cruise so you can stay up to date.
It's been sweet
Check us out next week
when we out here
in these streets. Peace.